Ultimately trailing here, but certainly this deficit is manageable. So curious to see what adjustments they may have made at intermission.
As am I, because I think things bode well for a possible comeback, because I thought a lot of their best reps in the first half came through the passing game. They were hitting the open receivers, taking whatever the coverage gave them and making it work well for themselves. Now, they just want to pick up the pace of scoring a little bit. So I expect them to come out and continue to throw the ball effectively.
And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. 44 yards on the ground for him so far. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Now whistles here, and I believe one of the Raider linemen might have been moving. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. And a manageable third down becomes a lot less manageable. 3rd and 7 after the false start. He'll look to throw. And this goes out wide for Drake. And he's going to come up a bit short. He needed to get to the 35 for the first, but he only makes it to the 34. Here's A.J. Cole now as he'll kick it away for the second time. That'll be a 41-yard punt, 4 yards there on the return, and it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10. Going to begin the drive here with Madison. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. Going to run with Madison again. And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here, because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Room here to run. And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. 12 yards there. 1st down, Vikings.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
Now a handoff to Chandler. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. The CD, we look at the Vikings 2022 draft class, and they were one of the league's most active teams. All 10 of their picks were involved in a trade at some point. And in the end, it's a class that really was heavily focused on the defensive side of the football.
And there's a new administration, new head coach in Minnesota. And they drafted similar to what we've seen over the past few years. First 2 picks in the secondary. Safety Lewis Seen in the 1st round, corner Andrew Booth Jr. in the 2nd. And they added cornerback Caleb Evans in the 4th. And one other guy that I really like, the linebacker Brian Asamoah out of Oklahoma in the 3rd round. He can flat out run. I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now, seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Finding Johnson on the out route. That's complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. 1st down. He'll drop to throw. And that'll be checked down to Drake. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. That'll go for a gain of 7. And it'll be second down. Back to throw. He finds his man Johnson. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 32-yard line. A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Open man downfield is Johnson. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. On the give, this is Drake. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Back to throw here. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Mac Hollins, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Raiders have got it back to within a score. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. So that drives 6 plays, 75 yards. And it ends with a Las Vegas touchdown. Taken in at the 3. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Still enjoying the lead here in the third quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive. Tackle made there by Bilal Nichols.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down. They'll go Madison up the middle. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. The tackle made there by Kyler Fackrell.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Second and 9. On the handoff, it's Madison. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Here's Mon. And that will be incomplete.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got them encouraging their offensive mates to get some points. Absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows their punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
Drake will start the drive on the ground. And able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24. 60 yards on the ground for him now as he's done that on 15 carries. Now on first down, Drake again. Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25. Second and 9 now. And a quick throw here, that's complete. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. Now whistles and a timeout. Looks like we've got a Viking slow to get up. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And unable to connect. If he had caught it, it would have been a first down. Instead, it's 4th. Here's A.J. Cole now as he's on to punt for Vegas. This is brought in at the 21. It's a 45-yard punt, 6 yards on the return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive.
Here's Madison getting it again on 2nd.
It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
The heavy set out there. 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and 3.
They'll try to get it on the ground with Madison. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 4.
Been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards.
On 1st and 10, here's Mond.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw.
He'll find Smith-Marset complete.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 33. That one good for 16 as the drive continues. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Running from the shotgun with Madison.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw.
Quick completion here to Johnson. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Here's Madison running on 1st down. And a short gain here down to the 22. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Here's Madison getting it again on 2nd.
And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Back-to-back 1-yard runs here, so that leaves them with a 3rd down and 8.
This has been an up-and-down, back-and-forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive, take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
On the give, this is their fullback.
And some determined running there as he'll pick his way down to the 12-yard line.
10 yards, and it's good for a Viking first down.
Watching that run, wants on his team, he wants him to be agile, mobile,